Nothing. It's me, your boy, the hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian Conelli. And as always, per usual, we got the cute boy here himself, Robbie boy. Robbie, say hello to beautiful people.
What is going on, beautiful people?
Just a wholesome, nice, beautiful, wholesome summer.
Okay.
That's what's going on, Rob. It's truly remarkable. And you know what? You know why? The difference between me and you
What?
is I think you naturally lean towards wholesome summer, and I need to put more energy into trying to be that. Because the other day, I hope everyone's enjoying their beautiful weather. The other day, I glanced over at you. We're splishing and splashing in the pool, and I glance over at you. And what's happening? What's happening? You would think Rob, 29, practically 29, going on 40 over here, right? You think he's in the pool. What is he doing? Is he swimming laps? Is he chit-chatting? Is he having a nice cold White Claw? No. He's sitting on the steps with a shark, pretending that it's going underwater, but bringing it up and down. Like making it swim like a dolphin and doing little noises by himself.
I don't know about the noises.
Just literally doing noises.
I don't think I was doing noises.
By himself, just pretending to play with the shark. Not pretending, just playing with the shark. Not like anyone's looking, not like anyone's caring. So at your natural state, you are the wholesomeness that I desire.
Yeah, I was thinking about that a little bit. I've been a lot of people's wholesome summer fling. I feel like. Where like
address the allegations. Who cares about the summer fling? Talk about your damn shark play.
I did.
I don't know. One cares. No one cares about you taking girls for ice cream, right? What do we care about?
All right, I was playing with. I mean, not.
You were.
I was just sitting on.
You were taking a bath.
I was
in the
sitting
pool.
on the steps.
You were.
And there's a bunch of toys. You have like mad toys. So I was just looking at the shark toy.
It's actually unbelievable that I bring up that you were playing with the shark toy and how what you say is, yeah, I was thinking about it. Oh, I've dated so many girls in the summer.
I was not so like when I was in high school, it would be like I would be a wholesome summer for someone.
So
maybe like
but
one or two.
Where does that pure joy and innocence come from inside of you?
I don't know.
That you would just sit on you see a shark toy and you say, I'm going to play with it.
I was just looking at it. There was just... You
weren't looking, Rob.
It was like I have...
Robbie, do not lie for the people.
I like to fidget. Like I like to touch...
It wasn't fidgeting. I've seen you fidget. You were actively playing.
No, I'm
he
saying
had
I looked
one shark in one hand, a stingray in the other, and he was having them
I had one shark.
He had a shark going up and down underwater. Not even like... correct how sharks swim.
No, I was trying to see how the toy moved. It had like a little mouth.
This is
that it moved. I'm like, does the toy move up and down? So I was like just pushing it through the water to see the dynamics of the toy. It was a cool little toy. I don't know. There's mad toys at the pool. So I looked at the pool. I looked at the toy box.
Can I tell you a secret?
What?
My parents don't put them out for when my nephew comes.
For when I come.
They put them out for when my nephew comes.
Okay.
Not when
well, also your nephew is there, so I'm like, all right, maybe I'll. I mean, he was busy.
What happened to your arm? You got a black and blue.
I don't know. I do have a black and blue.
You don't even know what happened.
No. I feel like a hot girl. Hot girls get random bruises. Is that not true? Do you? All right, yeah, I guess you're right. Wait, that's a wild thing to say. That's a wild thing to say.
Like if you're anemic, you get bruises easily. So, and a lot of hot girls are vegans, and vegans are anemic, very common. Or girls are undereats, and then they get bruises.
Yeah.
So look at you. You're a hot girl, playing with sharks at the foot of the pool, giggling to himself like a little baby boy.
I was playing with sharks. I was really enjoying the pool.
I'll tell you this: there's nothing more beautiful. You want to sip a cold brew?
Mm-hmm.
You want to do a nice cold brew sip? I'll do a nice cold brew sip too.
Cold brew sips.
Take a cold brew sip, everyone out there. Take a beautiful sip of your wonderful coffee. Because on this podcast, we are a good coffee podcast. If you like good coffee, then you're one of us.
Yeah, we do like good coffee.
My sister drinks Diet Coke in the morning.
That's my mom does.
People that don't drink coffee are just like, I'll just drink soda in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm like, just wait till the afternoon.
Yeah, but like like if you're up early and you're at people are up and in it early.
Yeah, when you think about it, some of my teachers would be slamming Diet Cokes in the morning. First period.
Yeah.
Sipping a Diet Coke.
People come in with the big gulp.
With the big gulp, and then all of a sudden a salad.
Yeah.
They'd be eating a salad and a Diet Coke. It would be 7:45.
Yeah.
One of the best feelings, Robbie, is that tired feeling after a full day fun in the sun. You're in the pool. You take a shower. You're home. You're in bed. Just physically just tired. Your whole body's a little achy, right?
Yes.
I have to say that's one of the best feelings. Being tired like that is nice because you're more vulnerable. You're open. You watch videos on Instagram and you cry, not because of your emotions, but because the sun.
Sure, because the sun.
Because the sun.
I've been crying at shit that I was like, I've kind of been crying a little, not crying, but I'll tear up a lot at stuff. I'm like watching TV. I'm like wiping my face a lot.
What was the last one?
The Bear. I cried almost every episode.
Can't with the Bear anymore.
I know you're over it.
I'm gonna
You'll watch the one.
I'll watch the one.
You have to watch the one.
I'm just over. If you bring up the Bear one more time,
I was crying there. I was also crying during Ted Lasso.
Oh, there we go. I'd rather that.
But like I'm like I don't even.
You know
the
what
show
I
is even great. I was tearing up at multiple episodes of Ted Lasso.
Can I tell you this? I was looking for an example of a moment, not a general show.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I would cry.
But I don't want to spoil any of the things.
There you go. What I cried over.
What?
Louis Capoli.
Okay, I love that.
He was doing like a music festival, and everyone knows, if you don't know, he has Tourette's.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
So he was singing his.
Oh, maybe. Continue. I watch so much bullshit that I'm like, have I seen a video where he talks?
The king of learning new knowledge and saying that he knows it now. Maybe you know. Yeah, maybe you did know it. Did you watch? So he's going to sing.
Okay.
And he can't. The words aren't coming out.
Okay.
Because his Tourette's are so bad. And everyone in the crowd just starts singing the song at him.
That's beautiful.
And he just puts the microphone down. He tries again. He can't do it. He just puts the microphone down and stands there and soaks it in.
Yeah.
And I watched it and I started crying.
That is nice. Because
I was thinking, I was like, how lucky is he? Everyone in the comments was like, I feel so bad for him. I thought in my head, I go, how lucky is he? Because he had thousands of people that were there to support him in a weak moment.
Yes.
That were like, you're weak, you can't do this, I got you.
Yes.
And they took care of him at a concert where he should have been running it.
Yes.
And I think that like that's all people. We're just looking for one person that will sing to us when we can't sing. We're just looking for one person to sing to us when we can't sing. And he has thousands that are there to support him in his weakest, most vulnerable moment when he's the one who should be having the responsibility.
Yeah. That is beautiful.
And then I just started crying.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. I mean, he's done that for so many people so many times. He's like uplifted people, I guess, and they're like, when they go there, I don't know, they're returning the favor. I think what makes like the general, without really spoiling, it's people who never thought they would have an opportunity to excel and be passionate about something in their life and make money.
What are you talking about?
Just in general, in the show, or like whatever.
In what show?
In The Bear. I'm just saying what the specific. I'm saying what was making me cry is like someone that didn't think they would have an opportunity to pursue their passion and is getting that opportunity and doing and like knocking it out of the park. Was beautiful.
That's something that
was what I was like. Yeah, I would get teared up and I would be like, it's more like I would be happy for the characters. I'm like, what am I fucking doing? But similar, like this is a guy who has Tourette's and he's one of the biggest pop star, or you know what I mean, musicians. Like to think that you would, I don't know. That's interesting too.
And then I'm just like thinking like how, because everyone was so negative in the comments, and all I could think of was like, this is actually the most beautiful thing, and we'd all just be so lucky to have one of those singers.
Yeah.
One of those people to lift us at the low moments and not judge us.
Yes.
For doing something that we're supposed to be able to do.
That is beautiful.
Wholesome summer.
Do you want to? We're gonna do some calls today. Please continue to call in the line. We're always trying to take calls. 929-900-6393. You could call in about anything you hear on the podcast, anything you want to ask us.
My mom's even on board for the Wholesome summer.
Your mom's always on board for Wholesome.
She's even on board for the Wholesome summer. I bring up to her. I go, I want a new chain. She goes, no, you don't. You look like a gangster with the chain.
She did say that.
She goes, with the chain, you look like a gangster, which I love because I put on a chain. My mother goes, ugh, Now that's a gangster.
I don't
see
know
it
about
as
that.
a positive.
No, she knows you and you want to be a gangsta. I think there's a long relationship. You watch The Godfather every Saturday when you were a child. Like, this isn't just something that sprouted out of nowhere.
I feel very wholesome today because I'm not wearing my chain and my hair's down.
Yeah. Is it down?
What do you mean, is it down?
It's parted to the side. Now it's down.
I think I might tell the woman to just do... I might just go get a straight up bowl cut.
Well, the other day, Sebastian goes to me. He goes, I think I'm going to get a London scruff or something like that. What did you say? A London mess?
The London mess.
Like, as if everyone just knows the London mess.
I never even saw that word. I just made it up.
He just made up. Which I did actually know what you were talking about.
Exactly.
But I was just like, what is this London mess that Sebastian is trying to make? But
yeah, I'm going extra wholesome on the pod today.
That's nice.
Yeah, 100%.
You do look very wholesome.
I do look
with
very
that
wholesome.
hair. The more down your hair is, the more wholesome you look.
I know. I'm going to just do a straight up bowl cut.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Well, you look more Swedish. You look very Swedish,
You
Sebastian. You do look pretty Swedish.
I'm decided. You know what? I've been fighting this Swedishness in me.
Okay.
Because I'm Italian and I'm in these places where Italians rule.
Yes.
Swedish people are beautiful. They're
Very.
stunning.
That's what my dad used to go. He would have to go for 2 weeks every year to Stockholm, and that would be his big takeaway. He would talk about his guy friends. How he'd be like, "All my friends are 6'4" and beautiful."
Wow.
I'm like, and my dad's like 5'4".
Yeah.
But he loved how he had all these like
That's amazing.
Swedish friends.
Yeah, I'm gonna start.
Yeah, he loves it.
I'm gonna stop fighting that. I look Swedish.
Swedish people are cool.
I look Swedish.
You do, yeah.
So I might as well just lean into it. I'm gonna start looking up what Swedish attire is.
Okay.
I'm gonna start looking up.
Yeah, embrace your Swedish heritage a little bit.
How to best be a Swede.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that is. Sadly, I think the Swedish part of me is the wholesome part.
Probably, yeah. Interesting. The Swedish culture and lifestyle is interesting because it goes from 20 plus hours of darkness and 20 plus hours of light.
Yeah, that's a lot of places in that region of the world. Yeah. A lot of depression.
Yeah, I would imagine.
A lot of depression.
A lot of big swings, I would imagine.
In emotional states.
Yeah, just because 20 hours of darkness, 20 hours of light. That's wild.
I know. Imagine you break your leg during the sunny time of the year.
It's gotta be the worst.
Also, it's hard to sleep in the sunny time of the year.
I would imagine. Yeah, you need like black out everything.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't know. You're gonna embrace the Swedish side.
Yeah, I'm gonna embrace my Swedish side. All right, Robbie, let's take a couple calls.
All right.
Hi guys, it's Amanda. I just wanted to know, I've been watching Sopranos, and I wanted to know who you think you would be if you were on the cast. Just finishing season 4, so don't spoil anything. And we're on an I Hate Christopher phase right now. Anywho, love you guys. Can't wait to hear what you think. Bye.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Amanda. It's nice to hear from you. This is awesome. All right.
This is awesome.
All right. So here's the thing. There's an answer everyone wants to hear from me.
Okay.
There's an answer everyone wants to hear from me. But that's not the answer that's inside of me.
No. I mean, there's only one real answer for you, I would say.
Go ahead. Why don't you say it?
Christopher.
A coward.
How is he's not a coward. I mean,
he's not a coward.
He's not a coward.
He's not a coward, but struggles with himself.
Chrissy's beautiful.
Big ideas.
I love Chrissy.
Really sits and contemplates things. Really.
I mean, you're smart. Chrissy's dumb.
Chrissy's dumb.
Chrissy's angry and dumb.
I'm not angry and dumb.
You don't project whatever is going on inside in the ways that he does.
No.
But
no. But yeah, I would say probably sadly closest to Chrissy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You?
I don't know. I always saw myself as Tony, obviously. I mean, I watched The Sopranos when I was in charge of Greek life at TCIJ, and I was just like, I'm the boss. So I saw myself at the time
This makes me
as
nauseous.
Tony. I would just then get cold. Like I would just eat a lot of cold cuts because I would be like, I don't know. Like some people would be like, when I watch Mad Men, it makes me smoke cigarettes more.
He would be sitting in a house with 14 other dudes eating Dietz and Watson honey ham, saying, I'm Tony Soprano.
Cheese. Well,
Swiss cheese and Dietz and Watson in the bed. I'm fucking Tony Soprano. Oh, if I don't pass Econ 4, I'm fucked. I'm Tony Soprano. Hey, boys, we got to make big moves tonight, okay? What are these moves? I'm thinking we go to the bowling alley, but we pregame with a little vodka, okay?
And then I would set up drivers. That would be more of where the Tony would come in. But I mean, yeah, I would throw parties. We would make whatever.
I have none of that in me.
No, I mean, that's what I was doing. I was moving. I would be like, whatever. Yeah, that would. I don't know. But no, now I don't know.
No.
Maybe I would rewatch
Janice.
it. I love Janice, but I don't really see myself as Janice. But I love Janice. She's my second. I think Tony and Janice are the two best characters.
I'm probably closer to Carm, too.
Maybe.
I have a little Carm in me.
You think so? The second time, I mean, when I rewatched it, I felt a lot less sympathy for Carmela. She's complicit as well. The first time I watched it,
She knew the life she was getting into.
she knows it all.
She does.
Yeah.
She's
They're complicit.
active.
They're bad people. And she's bad too.
She
baby.
chose to be in that world.
Yeah.
She could have married the other guy that her dad said to marry.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Right? But no, she didn't.
Tony's more exciting.
Yeah, of course. And I get it.
Maybe like AJ. I like AJ a lot. I could see some of myself in AJ.
No, you're not a troublemaker.
Not as a kid. Maybe what's her name? Meadow. Then.
Maybe Meadow. Yeah,
More Meadow.
You're probably a Meadow.
Closer to Meadow.
Yeah, you are Meadow, and I'm Christopher, getting you ecstasy.
Yeah, maybe that's what
I'm getting you meth with your
I think
friends.
that's probably what it is. Meadow and Christopher. Which is maybe not the answer people want.
No,
But I did see myself as a Tony, but not anymore.
I do think that you think that. I was thinking about that. There's none of me. I was like watching a video on personality, on narcissistic personality disorder,
Okay.
and I don't think I got any of that in me.
That's good.
I think I actually have the opposite,
Yeah.
which is I could use a little boost.
Yeah.
You know, it's bad when you go to therapy. Your therapist says, "Get angry."
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We worked a couple months on trying to get angry at stuff.
That's good. I mean, I feel like I used to be very angry. Now I don't know the last time I've really gotten that angry.
You know what's funny about Robbie? There's a couple times I've had to have conversations with people, and Robbie will give me a pep talk to have the convo.
What?
Like if I have to have a hard conversation with someone.
Yeah.
And what Robbie says to me, he goes, you gotta pull your Tony Soprano shit right now. This is how you pep me up. You gotta
Yeah.
pull your Tony Soprano shit.
I mean, Tony's toxic.
Oh God, you know you're in trouble when my accent starts getting thicker.
Really? Yeah, that is true. That is true. Like when we drive, you get angry when you drive.
Yeah,
That's the only time
that's the only time.
you get it. Yeah.
It's not real anger.
No. But then now I'm like, even if I do get angry, I try to have an apology or a productive conversation
That's nice.
shortly after. But
That's nice.
I'm happy that part of me is not really existing anymore.
You
It's a
snuff-
toxic culture to be
Snuff
with.
that part of you.
Yeah, when you
You
like,
put the fucking lid on that and you
You
let
need
that
to.
candle go out.
I think you need to because it's not good. That's what Tony's trying to fix. That's the whole point of the show. He's in therapy.
No, he has anxiety attacks.
Yeah.
He's not trying to fix his
Yeah,
anger.
I guess you're right.
It has
I guess
nothing to do
it's
with
about.
his anger.
I guess
It has
you're
to
right.
do with him passing out in front of people.
I guess you're right. I guess he doesn't really.
He's
care.
not like.
I guess
he
you're
doesn't
right.
care
He's not
about
on a
his anger
journey
at all. What
I
are
guess
you
you're
talking
right.
about?
I guess you're
He
right.
literally would never go to therapy if he didn't fall down on the ground.
That's true. That's true. I guess I want to believe that he wants to change.
No, he doesn't. He just
Yeah.
doesn't want to be an embarrassment.
Yeah. Which is toxic.
He's being embarrassed. People are looking at him as less of a man because he's having these panic attacks.
Yeah.
So he has to do something about it. That's the only reason why.
Yeah.
My therapist, when I first saw my therapist years ago, she told me, she goes, you're one of the hardest people that would come to therapy. She's like, you could survive without it, but your life's gonna be bad.
Okay.
She's like, it's hard when you're in that middle zone. Like if you're like him, he's passing out, he's falling down. Like it's easy to go to therapy then.
I see what you mean.
Because it's not like physically hurting you.
Yeah.
So I knew everyone out there that's going therapy, beautiful. And it's like, I love that. Good for you.
Yeah, definitely.
I wish it wasn't so expensive. I'd be there fucking every day.
Yeah.
All right, Robbie. Let's take another call.
All right.
Yo, what's up, boys? Long-time listener, first-time caller. Can't believe I'm talking to the thoughtiest, boobatiest guys in the game. I've really enjoyed Robbie's journey into becoming an everyday smoker, and I want to ask, two of my favorite Stone things are basketball and musicals. what are your top 3 sneakers, and what are your top 3 musicals, cast albums, insane shit you saw, whatever tickles your fancy. Thanks for everything, boys. Sack out.
Sack. I love to imagine Sack just gets stoned and watches Get Your Head in the Game music video every night, which is
From
the leading single, or not the leading
Like
single, one of
Mike.
the big High School Musical with Zac Efron.
I was thinking that you were talking about the little Bow Wow joints.
Oh,
Now basketball is
It's
my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court.
that's
a nice
is
collab.
that in a musical?
No, that's from Like Mike. The movie.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rob.
I love this. I think basketball, when you're high, is completely underrated, and it's something that I discovered recently.
Why is it underrated?
Because I got the NBA League Pass app, which it shows you every stadium. You basically get the Megatron of every stadium. That's what you don't have to watch commercials. You don't have to, you get to see what's going on in every stadium.
Great. So you see the dancers. You
see
see
the dancers. You see, but then
the
you get to also
activities,
see the activities.
The mascots.
And it's like you'll see the Megatron camera, and everything that we watch is overproduced. The commercials are it's who wants to watch commercials? It's trying to find a creative way to sell you some bullshit. It's makes you feel depressed, or at least me, about the state of the world when I watch too much of that kind of stuff. And then when you get to watch somebody on the denim cam and they don't know they're about to be on a Megatron, the excitement in a human being's face when they go from I'm just sitting chilling to now I'm on a Megatron is every time 10 out of 10. Funny.
It's amazing.
It's beautiful. It's so human. It's such a human reaction to be oh, and then they just start trying to do the best dance move they can.
No,
They embarrass themselves a little bit.
that is fun.
It's very fun, and it's very oh yeah, I get to see what's in Milwaukee. Sometimes in these cities, you're seeing a Tuesday night game in Detroit. There's not that many people there necessarily,
Sure.
and it's just oh yeah, let's see what's going on in Detroit right now. Oh, let's see what's going on in I don't know, Charlotte, North Carolina, and it is fun to there's local hosts. It's very small business in a way that you'll see sometimes a small business do a cross promo with, I don't know, one of the games. They'll be we're sponsoring the ring toss or whatever.
Yes.
So it is funny. I don't know. It makes me feel more connected to, which is there's no basketball. This part of it is half of what I really like about it.
When stuff is highly produced, you're saying that you don't feel that connection because
No,
it's
you don't
too
feel
polished.
Yeah, very much polished, and this is just very fun and free and
That's why I stay sloppy for the people.
what?
That's why I stay sloppy.
Yeah, but we're not too overproduced by any stretch of the imagination.
That's why I gotta stay sloppy. Yeah. If my mom was on the Megatron, I think most moms go on the Megatron.
Yeah. Well, that's
Piece of
that's
paper,
it too. It's just
which
a
is
funny
hilarious.
thing. It's always funny.
It actually to take a picture of my mother might be I think most mothers to take a picture of them is the funniest thing ever, unless they're standing up getting ready for a photo.
Yes.
Hand over the face. Stop it.
Yeah.
Don't you fucking dare.
Yeah, my mom doesn't love a picture of herself.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's funny. I remember one time I was watching, and it's two people that had to throw these giant balls in a tube, we'll say.
Okay.
And there's two people going against each other, and the one guy is just throwing these balls so far above the tube and not changing his strategy at all. He's just launching these balls over the tube.
Uh-huh.
To the point me and my roommate are watching these two people compete. And we're what is wrong with this guy? Why? Is there something wrong with him? He's not adjusting his thing at all. Clearly what he's doing isn't working, and he's missing by so much leaps and bounds.
And what happened?
So eventually the other person wins, and they bring them together to give the prize, and the guy gets down on one knee and proposes to the other player. I guess it was his girlfriend, but I didn't know this before. This was just funny. It's all right, me and my roommate are yelling at the TV what's wrong with this guy? What's wrong? And then he gets down on one knee, and I'm oh, I knew something was off, but I didn't know that was the thing. And then it's just why is this man proposing on a Wednesday night in Denver after the there's no way she's that big of a Nuggets fan.
You never know.
Yeah, I guess you never know.
But
there is always a proposal. Probably happens once or twice a week. It's just a funny little world, and there's 9 games a night. So if you're all right, I'm bored with this. Let's just hop over to, I don't know. It's a fun little high activity, I would say, that you wouldn't think.
That's nice.
You know what I mean?
I think it sounds like this league pass thing is worth your money.
Oh, I get it for free. My buddy gave it to me. But now that I have it, I'm like, it would definitely be worth my money.
I'm happy that you have that then.
Yeah.
You need stuff like that.
So I think this is a great high hobby. If you're like a stoner out there, even if you don't love basketball necessarily, it's like a fun little thing to see I feel like I see America every night.
There he goes.
And I don't love America, but this makes me like, I feel connected to people.
The people.
Yeah, it's nice to feel connected to people.
My top 3 sneakers.
Okay, he has top 3 sneakers, top 3 musicals.
Top 3 sneakers. Jordan 1, Chicago's. Probably.
Oh, you're getting that specific.
I could go less specific.
I
never talk about this shit. You know.
Yeah.
What
if you had not specific colorways, just like 3?
Great. I like a Jordan 1. I like a Jordan 3, and for shits and giggles, we'll throw a Fat Farm sneaker in there.
Oh wow, Fat Farm.
No, a Timberland.
Timberland.
I'll throw a Timberland
over Air Force One.
Yeah, definitely.
That's not a sneaker, Timberland, but you're just.
I don't give a shit.
It doesn't matter.
I don't give a shit.
Sebastian's 3 favorite sneakers: Jordan 1, Jordan 3,
Timberlands.
I mean, you can wear them as the function of a sneaker.
Yeah.
You could wear them. Anything. I'm
never doing construction.
Anything a sneaker could do, you could do in a Tim.
I like a Timberlands.
Yeah.
I like a Jordan 3. I like a Jordan 1.
Okay. What are 3 favorite musicals?
Now this is hard. I really liked. Well, I liked the Book of Mormon. I thought that was great.
Okay.
As a comedy nerd, South Park guy. Shout out. Book of Mormon. You know what?
What?
Annie Get Your Gun.
Annie Get Your Gun. Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
I really like that one. I think that was good, and I like. There's so many good ones. There's like individual moments from plays I like. Like my favorite song from a musical is probably Lily's Eyes from The Secret Garden, but like I don't like the whole whole
Secret
play,
Garden. Okay.
Secret Garden. But that's by far my favorite song. I mean, Les Mis is great. How could I?
Les
not
Mis
say
is great.
Les Mis. Like, what the fuck am I doing? If I'm not fucking saying Les Mis, I seem like a fucking idiot. So, but
Not Guys and Dolls.
I know. That's what I'm saying. How the disrespect I would put onto Guys and Dolls, even stuff like like people like joke, but like the Music Man is fire.
Music Man's great.
Music Man's straight fire, and people don't know. If you get a good Music Man and he sings Trouble, Showstopper, Shapoopy, the people are going nuts.
Yes.
Like, how could I put disrespect on the Music Man? Oh, God, I don't know. This is hard. Yeah. I'm getting rid of Book of Mormon.
Yeah, yeah.
I like it, but that's not.
And it's funny, but the jokes, no, they don't. It's just that those jokes have now been made a lot.
Well, they made them first.
No, I know, but it's just like that's what it doesn't necessarily age. Well, comedy isn't necessarily supposed to age great all the time.
Oh God, musicals are. There's so many good musicals. Like even Annie's not bad.
I love Annie.
Like people like think like Annie's like this. Like once you start throwing in Miss Hannigan and you get a good rooster in the play, then all of a sudden you're playing with money. Over there.
Yeah. No, Annie's great.
You know what's underrated? I think Damn Yankees, and that was tremendous.
I've never seen. I haven't seen a lot of musicals.
That was a
all
real
Disney
fun
movies
one.
are musicals.
That was a real fun one. I mean, Guys and Dolls is great.
I loved Guys and Dolls.
Yeah, I gotta put Guys and Dolls on.
When I first got an iPod, "Luck Be a Lady" was one of the first songs that I put on the iPod.
I love that
because I remember I heard it in like 4th grade, and I was like, if I have access to my own music, I need "Luck Be a Lady."
You know the recent musical I love that I
What?
saw was, I know people don't like it. I liked it, Waitress, and I still bump that bang of a song. Used to Be Mine. I still, that's one of the musical songs I listen to. Used to Be Mine, and I'll sit in my room and I'll cry and I'll feel like I'm her.
Yeah,
I'll be like, I'm fucking her. I'm like, this is not what I asked for. Like I feel like her.
yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't know. I
promise
know how you relate to
I
it.
give it all up to chance to start over.
Yeah.
To rewrite an ending or two to the girl that I knew. Oh, and I'm that girl.
You're the girl.
I'm not singing that song thinking I'm like dreaming
The person
of a girl.
singing it. Yeah.
I'm the girl.
Yeah. I like when I listen to a song and I feel like I'm the subject of the person who's singing it,
Yeah,
more so than maybe I'm singing it to someone else.
Yeah, I'm that. Yeah, I love that because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh God, I love that song so much, and it's just like to be like it's just about how life fucking wears you down and you become a person you don't want to be.
Yeah.
That's why.
Interesting.
And I don't want that.
I guess that's a waitress. That's the whole thing. This is the waitress.
No, it's yeah, that's the waitress, but
Okay.
it's not like waitresses. Have
No, I'm just saying this is the waitress is feeling this.
Yeah, the protagonist.
Okay. The protagonist. Got it. I'm not saying all waitresses. Not all waitresses.
Jesus. No, it's not like they were doing like a special 3 o'clock showing every day that all just filled with people in aprons, and they go, "Yes, queen, go off, cash tips," right?
Yes.
No, this is about a woman whose life just didn't shape up into what she wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Oh God, musicals are the corniest thing ever.
I know,
but they could be the most heart-wrenching thing ever too, or the most like emotional thing. I'm done making fun of corny shit, right? Because or like cliche shit, because a cliche or corny thing is cliche and corny till it's not, and then when it's not, it's the most poetic, beautiful thing you've ever heard.
Yeah, sometimes. Yes, definitely.
Sometimes, definitely.
Like, sometimes, definitely. It depends on what it is.
Of course. It's what connects to you.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. It's like...
Well, like, musicals, all encompassing, yes.
I'm not sure what that means.
I like, there's corny shit that is not poetic.
Yeah, yes.
That's what I'm
just
saying.
talking about
like,
cliches
yeah,
and stuff like that.
Yeah. I like Dear Evan Hansen, which hasn't really aged well, and it came out less than 10 years ago.
No.
But I used to listen to the soundtrack all the time. When I ran across the finish line of the marathon, I was listening to Dear Evan Hansen.
There we go.
With tears in my eyes. And Dear Evan Hansen, I listened to my number one,
that
waving through a window.
Fucking never talk to you again.
Well, this is what you just
that sentence makes me want to never talk.
All right. Well, you say corny can be beautiful.
As I ran across the finish line to the marathon, I was bumping.
I was
Dear
listening
Evan
to Waving
Hansen.
Through a Window. I learned to slam on the brakes.
If you ever get a dating app, that's what you have to do. Put on that.
I mean, I would tell somebody that. Whatever. It is what it is. I also got to put High School Musical 2 as one of my top musicals of all time.
I love saying like how you relate to a song by adding just like a huge life accomplishment to the end. Oh yeah, that song. Of course I know that song. When I finished my 3rd marathon, I
wasn't trying to do that
song.
like that.
Oh yeah.
Let everybody know I'm not bragging.
I remember I saw that as I was in Columbia finishing my degree.
Yeah,
that's a very
I
interesting.
used my money from my $1 million bonus for my first job. No,
yeah, I think that's very good. Oh yes, I remember that book. I used that book when I got on my first private jet. I penciled through it. I just fingered through it a little bit, but the comfort was too much. I fell asleep.
I did bad in the marathon. I'm not bragging about the marathon.
Okay, sounds like a brag to me.
I just listened to it way too much. You Will Be Found is it's corny until it's not. That's a perfect example of a song. It's about like feeling lost and sad, and it's like you will be found even when the sun comes back. I mean, I can't forget it. But High School Musical 2, I also love. I mean, I think every song on the soundtrack is incredible.
All right, moving on. Next,
and I don't know the third.
We're getting to High School Musical 2.
I don't know the third.
We gotta end this.
Okay.
We gotta end this. We can't do High School Musical 2.
Yeah, I mean, what? It's good. I gotta go my own way. What about us? What about these songs became like massively popular again when TikTok came about, and people realized like how good they were. What? You want to know something somewhat related to this?
Okay.
Last night I was watching Draymond Green and Paul George. Paul George is like one of the best players in the NBA. So is Draymond Green, and they went on each other's podcast. And the first 20 minutes, they were really talking about how much they love having a podcast, how much they love what they're able to do with it, and how they were like getting nerdy about their producing, and like, oh, you got to be consistent, and like, oh, JJ's got one, and like now we're all, and it made me feel like nice. Two, then they go into conversations where they're mad vulnerable about their lives and how they feel, and like the downside. They were like, yeah, being in the NBA is a lot of work, and like sometimes I do really hate it, and they were talking about how they lose confidence in themselves, and like I was like, this is so nice that these two guys are putting so much time into it, B, like having similar conversations that we have, and like trying to figure it out. They're like figuring out what works and what doesn't work, and like showing different sides of themselves, like when they have the opportunity to do it. And I was like, podcasting is great. I really do think it is great. And it was nice to see these people who are like superhumans, like seeing that and really like a part of themselves. They're like, I'm exploring a part of myself that you aren't able to do.
That's nice.
I thought that was nice. Isn't that a nice little conversation that these two seemingly like hyper masculine dudes were kind of talking about it?
We don't get as much credit because we're not masculine enough.
No, I mean, just like, I'm like saying that, but they're having conversations we have of like, I got to figure this out, or we got to do this. You got to be consistent. And the people like like they were literally they were talking like how me and you talk.
Nice.
I thought that was sweet.
That is sweet.
And they were so happy. They're like, I could do this. I don't know. It was nice to see people happy doing the thing I do, or putting a lot of time and effort in.
That's beautiful, Robbie. What's up, guys? Once again, as you know, we are sponsored by Sunset Lake CBD. Please go to Sunset Lake CBD and check out all their cool products. They have amazing things from tinctures to dog treats to sleep gummies to a little Good Vibe gummies, which has 3 milligrams of THC in it. So you can really get yourself to a nice, beautiful place. And I just want to give a shout out to Sunset Lake CBD. I went to Denver, the home of the marijuana and CBD.
Okay.
And these people talk to me behind the counter like I'm some sort of idiot.
Okay.
Sunset Lake, you sent me so much information and provided me with so much knowledge. I made them look like clowns in Denver. They said, have you ever tried CBD? I go, I am CBD, motherfucker. I am CBD. Can you handle THC? I go, every day, bitch. Sunset Lake is my back.
Okay.
What are we talking here? The guy looks stupid. He goes, oh, yeah, what type? I go, Sunset Lake. He goes, huh? All right. Well, let me know if you need help. Oh, I got the doggy so
they
hard.
had heard of Sunset Lake.
You better believe it.
Oh, I love that.
They're in the
Sunset
game.
Lake is big in the game.
They're in the game.
Yeah, they got a huge farm. They're great.
Because the guy starts explaining what CBD is to me. Talking down to me like I'm some sort of idiot.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I sell more CBD than you. What are we talking here?
Yeah.
What are we
You're
talking
on the Good
here?
Vibe Gummy King.
Yeah, what are we talking? I cannot believe the way he talked down to me.
Yeah.
It's like I went to the basketball court and then he realized I was LeBron James.
You were the LeBron James of CBD.
Had no idea. I walked in and I made these fools in Denver because they talk. As soon as they hear my accent, they go, "You don't know."
Yeah.
I do know. They go, "Oh, you only know that New York weed." I know Vermont too.
You know Vermont.
What are we talking here?
Vermont's got the best in the business.
So please go to sunsetlakecbd.com. Use 20% off with the promo code LOUD, LOUD. I was going to say, this is how you win me over after bringing up High School Musical 2 and singing half of
Dear
chorus to 3 songs. You go, I know how I'll win them back. I'll bring up how cool it is what we do together. I think it's beautiful what you said, but I also see through the veil.
I wrote it down.
Hold on, because here's the thing.
I wrote it down.
Can I tell you this?
What?
I do the podcast for the people. Robbie does the podcast to me.
No. No, I like the people, but I also am an audience member to this, and I'm like, I like this, and I think people like when we do that.
And Robbie goes, I lost Sebastian on the High School Musical stuff. I lost him on the High School Musical. Let me win him back. What does he love? I already talked about pizza already. Oh, titties, no, we talk about that too often. Sneakers, oh no, he already listened to them. Isn't it beautiful what we do? Yeah, it is nice. All right, Robbie, but we should take another call.
All right, we have a follow-up from the call from the episode 2 weeks ago when we did a call-in.
It's the same person?
No, different person, but commenting on one of our calls from the last episode.
Oh, cool.
Which we love.
What's up, guys? First time, long time. Pictures of Max here. I just wanted to call in because that guy Dorf called in, I guess a week or so ago about reaching out to chicks on Hinge about their friends. I had a girl reach out to me about one of my friends and one of my pictures on Hinge. And what did I do? As a man, I put my boy on. I sent her the Instagram handle, and I put him in touch. What's come from that, I'm not sure, but I'm all for it. That's all I got. Thought I'd chime in. Keep up the good work, guys. You're great.
Beautiful. Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Thanks for doing a recap on Dorf the Douche again.
No.
Never forget
we love
Dorf
we love
the Douche. Yeah, we love Dorf. I love plenty of douches. Yeah. And Dorf, you were one of them. So this is interesting, right? So he's saying the exact opposite thing happened to him, that someone, a woman liked his Hinge and said, I'm not interested in you. I'm interested in your friend in the Hinge.
Correct.
And he was like, I got you.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I going off like the Tony Soprano anger thing, I was also a very jealous person, I feel like, at that point in my life, because that's part of it all, is like everything affects your ego and your personal, everything is disrespectful. So you get jealous very easily. And I feel like I'm not jealous at all, to the point where like I dated my ex-girlfriend for years. If she was happy with one of my friends, I'd be like, you should be happy. Like, I don't know. I just want people to be happy. So like I feel no jealousy with my guy friends about like women in that way. I would never in a million years. I don't know. It's just, to me, that's just always how I've operated.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, I wouldn't really care.
Yeah, I mean, in the last year I had a friend hook up with someone that I had hooked up with.
There you go.
One of my best friends. I'm like, yeah, nice. She was nice.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all.
I don't think it's a big deal. It's interesting because it is a double standard sort of situation.
It is, I guess, a little bit.
So
and not all guys are like this.
Is the girl douchey?
What do you mean?
I'm calling Dorf douchey. Is the girl douchey for doing that to this guy?
It's a weird move. It's like not the kindest move, but I think men's egos are like a little bit more wild, and are always kind of dominating everything. So it's like, all right, they could maybe have a little bit more that you could chip away at. Whereas like women's are constantly, their egos are like, every aspect of them is always under attack in some ways. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess if someone did that to me, I would feel bad a little bit.
Yeah.
I would feel sad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get angry.
I guess for like the app situation, it's still disrespectful because it's like, this is the point of the prompt. You know what I mean? Like within that, I guess it's different on the app than like if somebody liked, I don't know.
Yeah, I think if someone liked you in person, it was like, I like your friends, you know? I think it would make me feel sad. It was like, oh, it's like I've had a couple times people like match with me and then like promote something.
That's annoying.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt. I guess it does hurt my ego.
Yeah. Which is okay.
As you said. Yeah. I think that, but it is like a little like, oof, yeah. But I wouldn't, I think it would just be a momentary thing. A blip in time that goes, oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
You know, but, yeah, I guess if you have a hot friend that's always getting the love, that's annoying as shit.
Yeah, there are dynamics like that, and people kind of turn on.
Yeah, it's like, all right,
the hot friend.
Fuck them, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not the hot friend's fault.
No. It's sometimes the hot friend or the person that they seek it out, though. Yeah. And they are a little annoying about it.
Yeah.
And then they might not always get invited to places because it's like, oh, they're just going to talk to all the girls and all the girls are going to give their attention or whatever.
Sure.
Or the opposite. Or all the guys are just always going to give her attention.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And she likes it and she knows how to get it. She plays to it well, like, or whatever. So that dynamic does happen.
Yeah, which can be annoying.
Yeah.
It's depending on what end of that you're on.
Yeah. I don't know. I wish I should get jealous more, or like I need to summon that up a little bit more.
Jealous more. I think the thing that you said about your ex isn't healthy either.
No, maybe not.
I don't think it's healthy either.
Yeah. No, I don't think it necessarily is. I think I might have overcorrected. I need to find somewhat of a balance.
Find a middle ground. I think being a little like, oh, come on, is good.
Yeah. Because even recent, like I've never felt any type of jealousy of someone that I had seen would be like, oh, I'm seeing somebody else or I have a date. I've never felt any type of way if someone's like, I have a date on Wednesday.
Well, I think if you were in a committed thing, it would be a little
maybe
different. Yeah. I think that I've probably have learned to autocorrect too. You know what I think about?
What?
Because I used to get, this is like, I used to get like upset thinking about like, oh, like I was a fucking baby. I would get pissed. I'd be like, how many? Oh, you fucked this person. I would like in my head.
Yeah.
I would never say it like out loud.
Same. My ex had hooked up with one other person, and it would drive me crazy.
It would eat me inside.
Yeah, same.
And then,
not good.
No, it's not good at all,
No,
right?
it was not good.
It's a bad trait to have, right? And I would hate that. And then I thought about like, there's been people I hook up with that I can't. Like I remember it was just a while ago, and I just like I don't even know how it. Like I couldn't tell you what their boobs look like. I couldn't tell you how it felt. I know it was just it was just there. It just happened. It was fine. And
because it's like that.
And it means absolutely nothing in my life. It means like
it's very casual.
It was just very casual. It was, or even if it was just absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And to think that I would hold that weight because someone else had something that they felt no feelings about.
Yes.
Is only hurting me.
Yeah. Especially if
and I would take it probably out on them.
Yeah.
Right? There's of course a line to it, but I always like then try to put myself in their shoes lately. That's like how I helped to get out of that funk.
Yeah.
Like thinking about like how little did I care about blah blah. I'm not trying to be cruel, but I think they cared little about me too.
Yeah.
In a beautiful way.
Well, you're not thinking about how like you're not.
Yeah.
This isn't something that's in your mind all the time. Where now some guys now dating him, and they're like Sebastian Conelli once a week.
I think
gets horny to my girl, and it's no, that was 5 years ago. You know what I mean? Like it's not. People aren't carrying it as much.
I think people will get horny more to people that they haven't fucked more than people that they have.
Potentially, yeah.
I think that like that's actually if you want to be jealous. I'm not saying let's be jealous, but like it's that person that they kind of have that fun energy with a little bit, or that like that anger that they're always coming home complaining that they hate them so much.
Yeah. I mean, deep down, maybe the horniness. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
that's also toxic.
What's
that energy to carry that way? I feel like
the hatred.
Yeah, a little bit.
Or the.
But it creates like a more passionate, higher stakes hookup if they were to eventually hook up.
I'm not saying I'm jealous of those. I have no one in my life to be jealous.
No. Not you. You're just saying generally speaking.
Yeah, I'm just in general speaking.
Yeah.
Like maybe my next relationship, that's who I'll be jealous about.
Yeah. But. No, I don't know. I think it is somewhat of a double standard.
Yeah.
But if you're on the dating app, very good on you. And he took it in stride. That
Who cares?
Nice.
Yeah.
He seems well adjusted.
Yeah.
And secure in his own situation.
Yeah, secure in his own
situation.
Because
that is a little hit to the ego. It's always going to be a little hit to the ego.
Yeah, I just didn't want to move on beyond without saying that. So if you felt bad for a second, I get that, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone cares about themselves. Everyone wants to feel pretty. Everyone wants to feel fucking wanted.
Yes.
I want to feel fucking pretty.
Yeah.
I want to feel pretty.
Yeah, that's what you want.
I mean, I want to feel. Pretty in the sense of like I feel nice. You know, don't you?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, and that takes it away a little bit, especially when it's just on a picture.
Yes, it's a weird platform.
Yeah, very weird.
It's a very vain situation, and it's all rooted in that. So it's hard not to tie a lot of. You can't tie much self-worth to it, though, I would imagine.
I know.
I hope that people don't.
I've been matching only with girls that wear cheetah prints in their photos.
Yeah, so that's like how... So imagine somebody who is into you, and they're great, incredible, and they go to match with you. They have funny, cute little things, whatever, and you go, I'm only matching with people who wear cheetah print. They might then take it back, and it might be this whole spiral of like, why didn't he like me, X, Y, Z? And the real answer is you just didn't have any cheetah print on the 3 pictures you chose. Like, you don't know anybody. You know what I mean? It's a very like passive.
Babe,
thing.
Where's the animal print?
Yeah. And she might be spiraling, being
because
like,
I'm not really
not?
going on dates.
Yeah.
So I'm just like having fun with it, you know?
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Today we are brought to you by One Bone. One Bone Clothing is some of the best shirts I've ever owned, if I'm being honest. I'm rocking one right now. Look at this. I'm fun. I'm silly. They have sizes that are so ranged for all the big and tall men out there, all the way down to cute little chipmunks like Robbie Boy. And you know what's cool, bro?
What?
One Bone must be listening to the episodes.
Okay.
They're getting inspiration from the boys. You know why? They just dropped a button down.
All right.
They must have heard that it's button-down open summer.
Okay.
We're rocking button-downs with tank tops underneath, and One Bone has got the hints.
All right.
We are going to be rocking them. I'm so excited to cop my One Bone button-down. I'm going to be wearing it all summer. And Robbie?
I might have to get one as well.
I think your boy's going to have to get one,
I
too.
think I will. I love the shirt that I have from them, the T-shirt. I brought it on vacation. You know, it's good when you bring it on the vacation.
When you're taking one of those shirts, you go, that's a vacay shirt?
Yeah.
I mean, you
only bring 4 or 5. I was only away 4 or 5 days.
That's
a vacay shirt.
I'm about to go to Denver. You better believe One Bone's going to be. One Bone is sponsoring my trip to Denver, basically.
One Bone is helping us out. So check them out. The clothes are good. We wear them. We wear them. Big stuff. We're wearing these clothes.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And we wear them even when we're not on mic, which is really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
And so go check them out. And if you want to get your father a nice gift, these are great quality shirts. He'll love them. They have shirts that it looks like you're not even sweating. It's amazing. So go check that out. 15% off when you use the promo code LOUD, LOUD. Beautiful. All right, Rob, let's do one more call.
Gentlemen, Emily from Idaho, calling actually for some advice. I just moved out to Long Island, and I know, Sebi, that you are from the dumpster fire that is Staten Island, but I figure you still have that coastal bitch energy inside you, and what advice you can give for a somewhat kind person now finding herself out amongst these animals on Long Island, and how I can stay alive and thrive on this side of the country. Thanks so much. Bye.
Beautiful call. This is exactly the type of call I want.
Okay.
Now, I just want to say good luck. Good luck. It's going to be hard.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard. People from Long Island are ridiculous. The thing that people aren't going to tell you is they live by a list of rules that they will never make clear to you so they could be angry or upset at you at any moment. They live by a list of rules. People from Long Island have a list of rules that they will not tell you about, and so they could be angry and upset at you. Even so much as so they'll offer you a ride somewhere and then be pissed when you say yes.
Well, they're not pissed to your face. They'll just complain to their friends.
Complain to everyone.
But it's like almost they like it because they now have something to complain about.
And they're
looking for things to complain about.
They all want to be angry.
Yes.
So there's a list of things they'll offer to do stuff that's going to make them angry.
Yeah.
So you can't say yes to them. Anyone gives you support.
They love to complain.
Anyone wants to support you in any type of way, I'm sorry, you're on your own unless you want the whole neighborhood bad-mouthing you.
Yeah.
And you have to do certain things. You can't show up empty-handed to places. It's true.
Yeah.
It's really true.
If you don't want to get talked about.
Even if you do show up with something,
you're gonna get
they might talk about what you bring.
That's true.
It's absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
It's like actually no winning.
Yeah. It's all about the gossip a little bit. And now a lot more politics, I feel like. I mean, it's always maybe been political, but since I've been an adult, it's gotten so much more political. But it's all they love. They've injected that into now the gossip because it adds an extra layer of it.
Here's another thing. Don't be scared of the Long Island Railroad. Do it.
Yeah, you have to do it.
There's too many people that move to Long Island or live on Staten Island, live on Long Island, and never go to the city.
Never.
Do not become that person. Those people are sad.
They hate the city.
They literally hate the city because they don't go to it.
Yes, of course.
Because they don't want to make that effort. It's too much of an effort for them, so they decide to hate and live in their bubble. As we get older, our world either gets smaller, it naturally will get smaller, so we have to forcefully keep it big.
Yeah.
Do not allow yourself to become a Long Island person that goes to the city once a year.
It's sad. Because it's like they allow the media or news to tell them that New York is bad. But like that news to me is like aimed at people in Kansas or North Carolina. Like, you know what I mean? This is countrywide news that is like, New York is a scary place. Like, we need to stop New York. Like, that's kind of like a message that is happening. And it's like these people are on Long Island. They're falling for the same like narratives that are the people in Kansas are having. It's like you could take a train 45 minutes, see for yourself.
You could take an Uber.
What are we talking?
Worst case scenario, you get scared and you spend too much money on an Uber home.
What? Or you go like, I don't know, try different things. I don't know. You're gonna go to a place. There's a lot of people. There's gonna be a lot of people. You're gonna see a wide variety of different types of people.
My other advice:
get out of Times Square. Don't just go near Penn State, like where the trains are. That's another thing. A lot of people don't explore the city. It's a big city.
I believe in her.
I believe it. Yeah,
I believe in her.
I believe in her too.
Another thing, everyone's going to tell you what their favorite place is to eat. It's going to do with proximity to their location, where they ate growing up, or who they know at a restaurant and who hooks them up. It will have nothing to do with the food.
Yeah, that's true.
It will have nothing. Long Island, if you're going to, there's probably a couple places that are a lot better, but they're all going to be just pretty good.
Yeah.
They're all just going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
It's going to be based on who they know that works there. That gives them we go there, we get a free appetizer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How close it is to the apartment or their home.
Yeah.
Or that's where they went with the kids, so they got a taste for it. Right? So try multiple places.
Yeah.
Try new foods too.
Yeah, definitely try new food.
Explore. Like Long Island does have great food.
Well, that's what there are positives. Like there's nice beaches. I'm sure there's more parks and stuff. Like
don't go to like Taco Bell's. Don't go to obviously go if you want to, but like there's gonna be stuff. Explore.
Yes.
Use those first few months to explore. Have a good time.
Yeah, especially in the summer, Long Island can be nice.
Don't try to fit in.
No.
Enjoy that you're different.
Yes.
Everyone else is going to enjoy that about you. Even if they say it all the time, they're going to love that about you.
Yes.
They love that.
Yeah, definitely.
They would rather you be different than you fake to pretend to be them.
Yeah. I guess it will be. I could also see people from Long Island just putting you in. That's Idaho. I don't know if they're going to be able to move. Like
the disrespect's going to be through the roof.
Having to move past the Idaho thing might take a little bit.
You know what you should do?
They might just assign that to you as your personality. What
you should do? You should claim things for Idaho that aren't true, and everyone on Long Island will start believing that.
Yeah, that is funny.
Like literally, just eat your corn and just take a bite of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's how we do it in Idaho,
the
right?
Idaho way. Yeah, you can make up a whole code, Idaho way, make these people start thinking.
When you get gas, you go on the wrong side and you wrap the thing around the car to put it in the tank. Yeah. Sorry, this is how we do it in Idaho, right?
Yeah,
this is your way.
Yeah.
This is your way.
Yeah.
You have so much power right now because they all see the same thing every day. They can't lie to you, but you could lie to them.
Yeah.
That's going to be really nice.
It is. Long Island's also not really designed to be, which I guess a lot of America isn't necessarily designed this way, like to be 25 to maybe say 30 to 40 and single. It's more like there's stuff for young people to party and go out, like those types of bars, and then there's stuff for families.
That's why
it doesn't really bridge the gap that well.
Get on dating
those
apps
two.
And they go to outside.
And that's what they do. They try to find somebody. Once you hit 25, it's like, all right, I'm too old for these bars where everyone's packed in and it sucks. There's beer all over the floor because that's one scene.
Yeah.
And then the other scene is you have a family.
I went on a couple dates in Long Island a few years ago.
Interesting.
Yeah, met a girl. She lived in Long Island. She was like, "Would you come out here?"
Yeah. Well, there's plenty of date spots, I guess.
Also, what you have to realize is Brooklyn. It was a half-hour drive.
Yeah.
It would be the same thing if she lived in Midtown.
I live right on the LIR. I could be in Long Island in 20 minutes.
I know. Yeah, I think that this Long Island thing is going to be nice.
Yeah.
I
take the train into the city. That's a good advice.
People are going to be weird. People will be aggressive, but it's not towards you. Don't take it personally.
Yeah.
They're going to talk with their hands. They're going to wave them in your face. They're going to be yelling. That's literally pent-up anger and insecurity that's coming out, and their personality, as people say.
Yes.
Right? So don't stress about it. Also, laugh. They love
people. They want to laugh, yeah.
Yeah, they want to laugh.
They do want to laugh.
They do. Even like the worst Long Island people, the worst Staten Island people want to laugh a little
love
bit.
to.
They especially if you think they're funny.
Yeah, they love that.
They love that.
I know.
They love that.
I remember my aunt is funny, but she would always be like, all my friends are so funny. All my friends are so funny. And then I hung out with her one time with her and her friends, and all her friends too are laughing at her jokes, which my aunt is funny. And I'm like, sure. At the end of the day, I think you're just funny and your friends laugh at you. And then you're like, oh, we're laughing together.
They just want that.
Yeah, they do want that at the end of the day.
They just want that. I believe that.
And that's why they like the little drama. That's why they want to be like, oh, you had this kind of cheese that you brought to this. And it's like fun. I don't know.
They want connection.
Yeah, definitely.
And there'll be a list of rules and code that do not make sense to your living.
But it's funny.
Right? So you create your own Idaho list and rules
that
help you.
Yeah.
That serve you. Beautiful. Don't do pills.
No, don't do pills.
This is beautiful. If you keep want to call in, we're gonna do some more call-in episodes. You can call in 929-900-6393. Please keep those calls short. We had a bunch of other calls that were 3 minutes long, 2.5 minutes long. When they're that long, it's harder for us to play them on the podcast, so please keep those calls short. Ask us questions. Tell us about your wholesome summer. Tell us about your slutty summer. Tell us about any questions you have for us. We'll keep doing that. Beautiful. And we're slowing down on Instagram for the moment just because we're in a little Instagram jail, so please do not worry. The clips will be coming back eventually. Until then, please go to the YouTube, support the YouTube page. If you could leave a comment on the YouTube video, that helps us a lot. So we love that. We see all those people that are doing that. That's really beautiful. We're trying to push out some more YouTube stuff rather than just the audio listeners. But however you consume, we love you for that. Beautiful. Anything else, Robbie?
Yeah, keep checking out the YouTube. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify. If you could leave a review, if you could rate, the more that you engage with the stuff online, the more that it helps us get sent to other people. So please continue to support in those ways if you can. And thank you. Keep calling in 929-900-6393.
All right, Robbie, hit the music.